Good afternoon and welcome to the first Finance Committee meeting for the year 2019. We hope everyone had a good year. First up on the agenda is the adoption of the meeting minutes from the December 12th meeting, the Finance Committee that was held in New York City. Make a motion to approve those meeting minutes. Thank you. Second. Thank you. All in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. That motion carries. We have one financing on the agenda. It's behind tab 3. Gerard will be presenting it. It's the Interagency Council Development Disability Agencies, or ICE. What's the acronym? IAC.
Interagency Council.
Interagency
of
Council.
Developmental Disabilities.
Thank you. Gerard, thank you.
Chairmen, members of the Finance Committee, and DASNY senior staff. The staff report presented is seeking authorization for a resolution to proceed for the Interagency Council of Developmental Disabilities. The transaction will be a tax-exempt, taxable, fixed, and/or variable rate bonds in one or more series at one or more times through a negotiated sale and/or a private placement. The purpose of the financing is to refinance existing bank loans and to reimburse certain institutions for cash expenditures which are used to renovate or acquire certain properties used to provide services for the developmentally disabled. On a program level, this will be the 13th financing for the Interagency Council. This will be a pooled financing with 6 participants. The term will not exceed 26 years and the amount not to exceed $31 million. Each borrower will have their own loan agreement. The security features will include a pledge of all public funds attributable to each finance project. There will be a standby intercept of these public funds attributable to each finance project. There will be a debt service reserve fund at 6 months of the debt service, and there will be mortgages on real property acceptable to DASNY where applicable. Having done 13 of these transactions, a critical component is a PPA or a prior property approval. So I just wanted to touch base a little bit on the significance of the prior property approval. So to initiate a development of a project to serve individuals with developmental disabilities, the not-for-profit provider is required to file a CON for that project through the Department of Health. The CON is reviewed by OPWDD for compliance and need. Ultimately, the projects are supported through the contract and reimbursement arrangements with OPWDD. The state commits to support the development and operation of the project if completed in conformance with the PPA. Project funding is subject to annual appropriation of sufficient monies by the state legislature. Prior property approvals are in place for all 48 projects proposed in this financing. And the projects are expected to have replacement operator component. We anticipate a AA2 rating from Moody's. And one last note, if you noticed on the sources and uses, the DASNY administrative fee is $240,000. We are using the calculation for pooled participants. There are 6 participants here. The first 3 are $150,000, and each subsequent participant is an additional $30,000. So that's the reason that number is askew from what you may normally see. Mr. Chairman?
Thank you very much. Are there any questions or concerns? I have no questions. Health issue like a formal recommendation letter? I mean, sometimes you see those at the
No, they don't. I think they work behind the scenes with OPWDD and
I could just speak to what I understand. I don't believe it is a CON per se. I think the PPA is comparable for
All right, you'll have to pop.
agencies.
Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis is here, so should I bring him in now or wait till 5 o'clock?
We've been intercepted by the Russian
was a
No.
mute button, we're all set.
Yeah, as a non-Article 28, I believe it was Article 31 or 34.
I'm not certain.
Yeah.
But health looks at it.
Yeah, okay. Well, the state does look at it.
Okay.
And the PPA certainly is a sufficient substitute for it. I mean, if there is a prior property approval in place, it would seem to me that would indicate that.
That's my understanding is that they're the regulatory body, so PWDD.
And OPWD is doing the review associated with the associated project.
That's right, and I'm confident that, having spoken with OPWDD, that that there is significant review done.
And as you have made clear, Gerard, although we tend to be moving away from debt service reserve funds, in the provision of these kinds of services, it makes a great deal of sense that staff would want to have a debt service reserve fund in place in case something goes awry.
That's right, there's a replacement operator concept, and, there is a 6-month debt service reserve fund that would allow, the debt to be carried for a time frame while they get the operator in place. So there would not be any anticipated break in service nobody would go without service.
That's true. Thank you.
Thank you. Hearing no other concerns, can I get a motion to recommend approval of this finance at tomorrow's full board meeting? Thank you. Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion carries. Unless anybody has anything else for today's agenda? Hearing none, I'm gonna ask for motion to adjourn. Thank you. Second, thank you. All in favor,